For these next two questions in this lesson, it's sort of set up for combination or elimination, whichever you would like to call it, but we're going to have to multiply one of the equations by some value in order to make one of them cancel out. So remember, our goal is to either get the x's or the y's, it doesn't matter, to cancel. To make them cancel, one has to be positive and one has to be negative of the same value. So let's look at number 3. Number 3, I'm noticing that we have positive 3x on the bottom here. So if I can make this one a negative 3x on top, then those x's would cancel. So let's do that. If I want to make this top one a negative 3, that means I have to multiply everything by negative 3. So negative 3 times x, there's my negative 3x I needed. We have to keep multiplying everything. Negative 3 times a negative 3y is positive 9y. And negative 3 times 8 is negative 24. And then, now that I have those being opposite, positive 3, negative 3, now we can do what we did before. We're just going to add these together. Positive 3x and negative 3x cancels each other out, so they're eliminated. 4y plus 9y is 13y is equal to 11 plus negative 24 is negative 13. And then we finish solving our problem. So divide both sides by 13. And we get that our y must equal negative 1. So we have our first half of our answer. And then we're going to take that value and we're going to plug it back in to either one of the equations. I'm going to pick this bottom equation here. So that's going to look like 3x plus 4y equals 11. And we're going to plug in the y is negative 1. So 3x plus 4 times negative 1 is equal to 11. And then we finish solving. So 3x, 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. We're going to add 4 to both sides. We get 3x is equal to 12. Divide. X must be 4. So there's a second part of our solution. So then our solution for this one is going to be x is 4, y is negative 1. For number 4, these are even closer to being ready to cancel. I've got a 2x and a 2x. If I can make one of them negative, that's going to make the x's cancel. So just for the ease of writing, I'm going to choose to make this top one negative. So to do that, we're multiplied by negative 1. So negative 1 times 2x, there's my negative 2x. So now the 2x and negative 2x will cancel. Negative 1 times negative y is positive 1y. And negative 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. Now I can add these last two equations together. 2x plus negative 2x, that is eliminated. 5y plus 1y is 6y. And then negative 5 plus negative 1 is negative 6. We divide both sides by the 6. And we find out that y is negative 1, which just happens to be the same as last time. That will not always happen. And then we take that answer and we plug it back into either of the problems. I'm going to plug it into that bottom one there. So that's going to be 2x plus 5y equals negative 5. But we're going to replace that y with the negative 1 it equals. So 2x plus 5, but instead of times y, it's now times negative 1 is equal to negative 5. And then we solve. Negative 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. We add 5 to both sides. That's going to give us 2x equals negative 5 plus 5 is 0. Divide both sides by 2. So don't let that 0 confuse you. Just keep solving like normal. 0 divided by 2 happens to be 0. So that tells me that this final solution for this system is going to be the x is 0, the y is negative 1. The next couple examples we're going to look at in the next short video are going to be what if we need to multiply both equations by something to make an equation cancel.